What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopeliveTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Tretch in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hello, how are you? I'm Greg Gray. Welcome to Dope Living TV Live. This is a place where you just come and just chill. You know what I'm saying? Chill out. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. And today, I have a confession. And I don't want nobody on here with me while I did this confession, man. And I said I wasn't going to do this. It's something that's been bothering me, so it's my turn. And I hope my family behind me on this too. I have a problem. I wasn't going to tell anybody, but I think it's necessary that everybody knows. And thank you, Gina, for opening this up, because it's healing when we get rid of the stuff that's on our head, on our mind, and get it off our chest. All right, here we go. I like winning. I like to win. Okay, that's my problem. I like to win. All right. Having said that, what's up, Gina?
Why did I know it was something outlandish?
I like to win. I like to win. I mean, you know.
I had my face all like this, ears all like this.
Marcella said you have that smirk look on your face. Couldn't hide it, huh?
She knows.
Brenda said, hey, everyone, blessing to all listening while crafting. Yeah.
Hi, Brenda.
Yeah, man. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, what's going on, boy?
Hey,
you know something?
Kev.
I was thinking day two. I said, wait a minute. Consider the source. It's going to be a Greggy.
Oh man, I can't get Greggy.
A Greggy. It was a Greggy.
I can't win.
I
am winning though. I love winning. What's up, Marcel? You called it.
Hey, Marcy.
Hey, Marty. Hey, Marty, how you doing?
I think Marcy knew when you opened your mouth. She
right. Knew. Gina, you've known him for years, just like I have. Probably, you know. He's got that crazy look, that goofy smirk, trying to look serious.
I got to be
trying not to laugh. It's a goofy look, because it is.
Hey, shout out to my guy Louis Lou. Was waiting on you guys to get on. Hey, look, man, I showed you guys a portion of what's going down with Louis Lou. That's my man's right there.
I saw it.
Yeah. It's getting ready to do some big things.
Right.
Shout out to my guy. Thanks for tuning in, bruh. Today we're back at it. Read it just like she wrote it. We're back at it. It's relationship round table. Okay. We are here to make sure that your relationship goes however it's gonna go. We can't say it's gonna
go. I was waiting for that one. Goes how?
However it's gonna go. We can't say it's gonna go right, it's gonna go wrong. We're not saying we the experts or the gurus of this, okay? But we just here to tell you what's on our mind, how we feel about the questions that are being asked. All right.
Right.
Woo! I haven't had an opportunity to look at or read any of the questions, so these are gonna shock me just as much as it's gonna shock anybody else. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going live tonight.
Man, look.
Great uncut.
Man, look. It's time. All right. LaDonna, Byron, Brenda.
Oh my goodness.
Louis.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, Nat.
Hey.
Happy Tuesday.
Man. So I'm afraid. So I'm going to open and look now. Matter of fact, I'm just going to read what's on the post first. Then we're going to get into the rest of them. I haven't looked at any of them, y'all. I've been so busy.
All
right. First one. What killed your feelings for someone when you were madly in love with? What killed your feelings for someone you were madly in love with? What's going on, Ella?
Hey, Ella.
Hello.
You madly in love with somebody, all right? And it didn't. It all of a sudden it's something. I told y'all what it is with me. Okay, I could like you 1 minute and then I could not hate you, but not like you the next because you might have a beady ball on your bra or something like that.
Or they woke up that morning and was breathing your air, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Pretty much
Something like
breathing
that.
your air.
Byron said they cheated. Louis said their mindset. Okay, I say the beady ball on the bra.
Don't take much, huh?
Kevin,
Don't take much.
Look, Kevin. These women today pride themselves on their draws. Okay, they go to Victoria's Secret, they matching up. You know, got the Tuesday with the Tuesdays, not the Wednesdays with the Sundays, right? And for me, it's all good. You know, hey, the shirt come off, everything's great, man. Then all of a sudden, right in the mirror, man, it's that one little beady ball right on the strap, right there. It's a little beady.
Well, if they go to Victoria's Secrets, they shouldn't have that problem.
I was going to say,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. They shouldn't have that problem. So if that beady ball come up, hey man, you got a problem, really. Thank you. I'm sorry. That's me. That's just me. What about you, Marcy?
I would say cheating.
Cheating. Mario said the same thing. Natalie says being too needy. Yeah.
Woo, that's another one.
Ella said not knowing how to love back.
Oh, that's good too.
But you got to get into it, you know, for that. Okay, but okay, Gina, what about you?
Well, it wasn't love, but it was a high school crush. And when we dated, it was like, you know, never date your high school crushes because the expectation is not there. The expectation is higher than what you're gonna get. It was just it wasn't right. Nah, it was like, ugh, I don't really like you.
So you're saying as a teenager during your high school crush, or meeting back later on, meeting your high school crush later on in life as you're older?
Yes.
And then back.
Yes. That expectation is way higher than what you're gonna get.
Feeling you on that one.
Hey, shout out to everybody else. Angela Hargrove, she's checking us out. Okay.
Hi, Angela.
Hey, hi, Angela.
Hey, Angela.
My baby Trisha, what's going on, baby?
Hey, Trish.
Everybody's on there. Byron Patton says that's interesting because when he was single, he dated a lot of women who didn't wear underwear.
Stay off those poles, Byron. Keep them on the
pole. Though, really, what and you know what really kills it for the beady ball is one thing for me, okay, but and the needy. I don't like anybody.
Oh man, some people do though. Like I don't get. They like the needy people because they feel value. That's just too much for me too.
For me, to be a man and be so needy, I have issues with that.
Yeah, I like independency. I don't want to crowd that person, and I don't want that person to crowd me, especially if you're driven. Okay, if you're driven and you got something that you're trying to do, go ahead and do it. All right. I don't like jealousy. All right. It's nothing to be jealous about. Okay. Now, you know, every now let's talk about that neediness for a minute. Every now and then, you know, if you're apart for a minute and this, okay, yeah, you're gonna miss this person. You know, so you need to get the affirmation of love, I guess. All right. You know, you need to say, hey, man, you know, let's do this. Let's do that. But I don't have to be up under anybody 24/24. If I don't see you for a few days, I'm cool. All right. And when it starts to get weeks on end, then now you're starting to lose my interest. Okay. You know, weeks on end, something's going on. Okay. Now, understanding, you know, things happen. You got things, especially if you're a driven woman, you got things that are going on in your life. And I got things that are going on in my life. All right. But at some point, let's meet up. You know what I'm saying? Let's meet up because, you know, I get the feeling kind of, and me, you know, absence is supposed to make the heart grow fonder. It does, but it also tells me something different too. You know what I'm saying? So you could have somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And this and that. I'm not a jealous dude. Okay, you do what you do, whatever makes you happy. Because this is what my dad told me. He said, whatever you do, if you're in a relationship and the relationship comes to a point where it's not going to happen, leave that woman better financially, emotionally, spiritually, and of course physically. All right, leave her good. I'm not going to hate anybody. You know, you can't make nobody be with you. All right, but you know you
Right.
can't respect them. All right, Ella just laughs.
Now, I have a question though. I mean, are all of those things going to make you fall out of love with a person? Because didn't you fall in love with that person?
Everybody shows you something different right at the beginning. That's what makes you fall in love. Okay, it dissipates after a while. Let's keep it 100. It dissipates. All right, Kevin over there being real quiet. Okay,
No,
I'm looking too.
I'm listening and I'm learning, and I'm saying I don't like drama. I don't like negative people.
Exactly.
And people that lack ambition become heavy. Okay, so you know, I won't say it's a deal breaker, but it's the easiest way for me to stop returning your phone calls.
and do something else.
Yep, if everything has to end up in a crisis, and you're not nice to people, and you don't have your own hopes and dreams, and it's easy. The physical attraction is one thing, but every rose dies.
And they get thorns too.
Yeah.
Y'all, you just made everybody think differently about a rose.
It's all good.
That's why you buy plastic roses.
No.
Them gas
That's
stations.
fake.
The gas stations would be rich. Byron says another buzzkill is when they slip into mental illness and get deficient with hygiene. Oh yeah.
Byron, I need you to lead them on the pole, okay?
Yeah. I don't like smells. I will tell you. Did I say that right? I don't have to clarify.
You ain't got to clean that up.
We got you on that one.
Louis Lou says how you treat others is really big with me. Ella says too much absence makes the heart wonder. But Donna says when you know who you are, you set your standards. Ella Taylor says a rose. We said a plastic rose. Go to the gas station. You can get something.
One thing I'm going to add
Put the one with the flashlight in it, right?
Well, that's in the club. Leave them on the pole, y'all. I'm telling y'all, leave them on the pole. One thing I want to add, something I read a long time ago. I read that you should not leave your mate for too long, like go on long extended trips, because when you come back, you don't have the same feelings for them.
I don't know.
It depends on how long, because if you're really into that person, let's say if you go on a business trip or something, have to go on a real business trip, and like let's say for a week and a half or something like that, and you're constantly communicating with that person. To me, I would be like, hey, like, look, when we get back together, it's on.
Yeah, I think longer than a week. I'm talking about maybe a month, 2 months, 6 months. You're gonna see that person. That person's gonna look different to you.
Hey, love is love, okay? And if you really love that person, you let them do whatever they're going to do, okay? Because if it's meant for you, it will come back. All right. So I'm totally.
That was so sweet, Greg.
You see I put the soft voice on it.
Yeah, but hold up.
You see the way he became romantic.
No, he didn't, because he said you let them do whatever they want to do. And right there, I saw some little red flags in there.
You can't stop a grown person from
doing
what they want to do.
No, you can't stop a grown person from doing what they want to do, but that you let them do, it ain't about you. It's not about you allowing them to do what they want to do. It's like sometimes it's a lot. What?
You went country on. She said, "Hey,
I gotta get this to Greg."
What? Hey, stop! Don't put this on me. Tina James, she's watching.
Sometimes it go the wrong way.
Tina James watching on YouTube. She says it should make it better and hot. Tina, leave your number in the inbox, all right? Michelle Kane, authoress Michelle Kane says, "Good evening, family. Good evening.
Good evening."
Byron says the definition of love is one damn fool chasing another one.
You know what?
Echo my baby right there. This is the Tina Fields. She is a man, I don't even know what to call her anymore. Okay, she's my publicist.
I was
She's
getting
the
ready to
publicist.
say. I
Way to
think you
go. Hey,
always say
Katina.
she's the
She's the
PR.
publicist. She's the publicist to the stars. She's doing her thing. She's doing it big time right now, man. Okay.
Go on, Tina, do that thing,
Wait a minute.
girl.
I'm on the bottom of the pole right now. Speaking of poles, I'm on the bottom of the totem pole. All right.
Wait.
Hey,
But she knows I love her to death. Thank you, Katina, for everything you've done for me. Appreciate you.
we appreciate you, Katina.
Yes.
Ella says, "Oh, I love roses." Okay. All right, let's get to another question, okay? Because this one here is over. We might get back to this one, okay? Damn, y'all went in with these questions, all right? She said,
see
"No."
what you got.
She says, "No, I'm not on the bottom, y'all. It's always love. It's always gonna be love. Most definitely giving me them hearts. Yes, man. You know what, Katina? I'm gonna call you later. That's my man. Y'all stop. Describe the physical touch that best communicates I love you. Smack on the ass. Yes.
Great.
That's not it.
I don't know about that one, y'all.
I love you, girl. Get your ass in the bedroom. No, seriously. Describe the physical touch that best communicates I love you.
Mine is a soft rub on the face. That does it.
After a hard day of work, right? Got the lava on his hands, the lava soap, and hey, Gina, how you doing?
See, somebody got to teach you. Somebody got to teach you.
Ain't no help for that, but I'm telling you. I'm like,
Marcy, what's yours?
Mine would be a really good hug. You know, where it's like, look, the type of hug where they really hug you, not just like a pat, you know, the Christian kind of like pat on the back and quick hug.
You want that grind. You want that grind.
I didn't say nothing about a grind, but a really good hug where they're holding you, like in essence saying, I got you. I got your back.
Oh. Not that I'm your friend, you my sister hug.
The one where you know they got your back, they got you.
I know what you're talking about, Marcy.
Yeah, that
y'all shut up. Katina says a neck massage.
Okay.
All right.
Ella says yes. Byron says if she has a mouthful.
Keep them on the pole, Byron. Keep them on the pole.
She has a mouthful of me. That's a great start. Yeah. Kevin, what about you?
Mine is when she puts both her hands on the outside of my arms and kind of rubs up and down between my shoulders and my arms. I like that.
You know what I like? You know what I like? Looking just as close as possible, looking into her eyes, you know, and it's unspoken. You know what I mean? You showing love that's unspoken. All right. So, you know, love, making love or being in love or not always have to mean sex.
That's true. That is so true.
I didn't say anything about sex.
No, you didn't. I'm just saying. I was just in general. I was saying. Yeah. You know, Natalie says a hug from the back with a kiss on the neck. But Lady Justice says best physical touch is when you're in pain or feeling down, and they do anything they can to caress you. Absolutely,
girl. Man. Go ahead from the mouth of babes. All right.
But you know that's a thing too. Okay. It's sometimes it's not a touch either. If that person is down, a little lady, you're absolutely right. If that person's down, they're feeling a certain way. You should be able to communicate with this person and know what this person needs without them telling you. You know what I'm saying? So
exactly.
Throughout the conversations that you guys have all the time, all right, you've heard things that may stick out, points that stick out real bright. Okay, and so she's down or he's down, whatever, and that's at that moment you go get them the candy that they said that they love so much, you know, but they never get all the time because they don't have time to stop at the store. You go get that candy, all right? Or they like to go, they like this pair of gym shoes, but they never been able to get them, okay? You get it, you know, that purse, go get it, all right? Little Lady Justice says, LaDonna Booker says, I like a lot of touches, depending on my mood. If he knows who he is, it will get live.
Yeah, okay, LaDonna.
LOL about that, but she knows
LaDonna and Byron have been comparing notes.
It's gonna be a gauntlet of jokes tonight. I can see this already. What's the best date you've ever been on?
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm gonna tell you, there were two. All right. Before I do that, Ellis has a Brahmin bag. There were two. Once I went to DC and I just walked with this person. Okay. We walked by the pier, saw all these boats and everything. And it's like all eyes were on us. All right. And it was just, wind was blowing in the hair. It was like a little movie thing. It was just great. It was beautiful. I loved that day. The other one was we went somewhere and we were just walking, holding hands, because I don't have a problem with public displays of affection. We were holding hands, we were walking, and we saw a group of guys playing some music. All right. And y'all know how I am. I love music. And I started talking to the guys. Shut up, Gina. Started talking to the guys. And the person I was with was just as in tune with it. And she was telling me, hey, look, you can do this. You should do this. And go ahead. She was supporting that moment. I mean, I love support. All right. But I also love that, I don't have a problem with public displays of affection. Okay. If you want to kiss me, kiss me. Okay. You want to hug me? Hug me. I want everybody out there to see that
He got a sensitive side.
This is the woman I'm with.
He's even got me going, oh, Greg.
Come on.
Kevin said, "Hey, what?"
That's hey, y'all ain't gonna see no more sensitivity from me. My name is not Ralph Transvan.
Hey,
let's go.
Greg, you and I are going to collaborate on my next book.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. I look. I don't have no cards.
Who had above me? You know what?
I'm just saying.
Well, I actually have two. My one being when Roberts whipped me off and took me downtown Chicago to the Signature Room. It was such a beautiful date. It was, oh my gosh, we spent the whole evening, well, actually the whole weekend down there, and we just walked and just enjoy. Yes, play the violins. It was so special. And the other one,
that wasn't what I was doing.
The other one was this was like maybe one of our first dates where we crashed somebody's wedding. We were at the beach, walking out at the beach, and somebody was having a wedding, and the music was bumping. I mean, the music was on fire, and we decided to go in there and start dancing. And it was like I could see the adventurous part of him, just doing something crazy and silly like that with me.
That's what's yeah. What about you, Kevin?
I would say there's probably three. I'm only going to mention one because otherwise I'm giving up too much information. I had always been in relationships when I was always the person that was the giver, and I had always wanted, and I always said that I was going to marry the first woman that gave me roses. I did something once for a person. I said, look, all I need you to do is be ready. I got everything. Just show up and take off for the weekend. And basically, I made arrangements to travel. I had 2 empty suitcases, and I said, basically, when you get back, whatever you need, fill them. We'll bring them back. Someone did that to me. Told me to show up at the airport. Don't make any plans. Take the week off. And I went to the Bahamas. And it's first time someone had an all expense paid trip, and wouldn't even let me pull out my wallet.
There you go.
And I said, that's the first time a woman has ever gave to me and asked for nothing in return.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
there you go. Marcella.
Okay, mine is a little bit similar to Greg's because it was in DC when I used to live in the area. And I was picked up early that morning, and it was just going down the mall, which is, for those who know, DC is like from the Capitol. It's a big strip down there. and just spending time. We went out, had breakfast together, visiting the different Smithsonians, talking. And when I say talking, just about a little bit about everything, getting to really know each other, then shopping like that. And then ending that evening with dinner, but just spending quality time together, really getting to know each other even better. And to
Yep.
me, that right there was very an intimate day for me.
Yeah, DC. The nice thing about DC is walking over all the homeless people.
Well, we weren't in
And
that.
Atlanta.
No,
and California.
no.
Yes.
Weren't in that way over there.
Myron says he's a Hallmark movie in the making about me. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
No. Lady Justice said, good
no.
to know men like roses. I wanted to give my guy roses, but was unsure.
They
Hey,
do, Lady
They
Justice.
do.
They do.
I've done that. I've done that.
Maurice says, hey.
Hey, Mo.
Hey Mo, hey
You
fam.
know what's good? You know, this is the way I feel. I guess I'm giving a lot of my stuff out today, all right? So
That's
you know,
okay.
it ain't okay.
Hey, Greg. I'm taking
I'm Greg.
notes.
Check this out. It's not necessarily dating, but look, and y'all know who I'm talking about anyway. But every day that you're able to know that this person that you love, this person that you feel greatly about, got up the next day and let you know. That right there, man, that does me well. That makes my day go well. Okay. You get up and this person lets you know, hey, good morning. I'm good. Have a great day. And I just say, hey man, look, thank you for getting up. You know, that's all I ever ask of anybody that I'm with. Just get up the next day. I got the rest of the day. I'm good. I got you. All right. That right there, that's love. And whether it's reciprocated, I don't care. If I feel a certain way about you, get up in the morning. I got you the rest of the day. All right. I'm cool. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm definitely taking notes because I'm writing a synopsis for my next project.
Your next book.
And we're gonna do a Greggy. You know,
Gonna do
one
a
of my-
Greggy.
Y'all gonna keep up with this Greggy shit, all right?
I like the Greggy.
Yeah,
I do too.
Greggy.
What you do?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you that this character I'm writing, Greg's got it all together, except for one thing,
What is it?
and that's gonna be the whole story of it. Okay, that's gonna be one thing. Discovering what that one thing. He's got everything together, except for that one thing.
Ooh,
Come on, write
I
this
think
story.
I know. I'm gonna help you write that story.
All right. Well, the Dating with the Full Deck, the movie is going to be 5 men told from 5 men. All right.
I ain't sitting with 5 dudes.
No, it's five young men that are close. The closer that they're like born to be brothers, but they're all lacking the one thing. Can't find that one.
I knew that's what it was.
Yeah.
I just don't know how to keep them.
Well, you know something great. I'm going to tell you, everyone's going to be, from all the information you get, they're going to try to predict how Greg is going to respond, and we're going to surprise everyone with the Greggy.
No.
Well, you know what? We have a relationship roundtable every week. I need you to take note of what we talk about.
Well, I'm gonna start shutting up then. Look, little lady Justice says, best date I ever had was when me and him were supposed to go out, but the babysitter canceled. I told him, and he was like, bring him along. We walked downtown Chicago and explored and listened to people play music on the street with saxophones. They laughed, and we stayed down there. They were tired, their feet were tired, and all until it got dark. So it was just a walk with the family. That's what that was. Okay, Louis Lou says, from a girl's perspective, what is with flowers? Like, why does it make you guys feel good and happy? That's a good question. Ladies, why do flowers make y'all?
They smell good.
And
Our
they're
senses
pretty.
are with smell and the
And they're pretty.
visual. And there are certain flowers for certain, like I don't really care for roses. I like lilies. I love lilies. They have a very strong fragrance.
They are beautiful.
I like ranunculus.
There was a story of Flores told me. He says you only do this once, maybe twice in your lifetime if you really and truly love someone. It's called a sterling silver rose. It's the most fragrant rose of all the roses. They're $12 a step. He says normally you only buy it once for someone you love and maybe twice in the event that you discover love for the second time because of whatever circumstances. That is the most fragrant. If you like the smell of roses, that is a sign. And I guess it's something in New York that happens. But every woman that ever gets a sterling silver rose or a dozen roses, she basically runs down the streets showing everyone what she's got.
Hey, LaDonna Booker says, Greg, that was freedom in love. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to have to shut up for real.
No, don't shut up, Greg. We're starting to feel you, man.
Little lady, Justice says, Kevin, you're awesome.
Thank you.
No, she asked, why do men like them? Why do men like roses?
I thought he asked, why do women like him?
I did too.
That was Louis Lou, right?
Yeah.
Louis Lou said, again, from a girl's perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, he said from a girl's perspective.
Yeah.
Like, why does it make you guys feel good and happy? Why does it make the girls feel good and happy? Y'all answered that, okay? Lanita, she's watching on YouTube. She says flowers are her happy place. Byron says flowers are. I got both of my phones going off right now. Flowers are indicative of another person finding beauty in you.
Oh yeah.
Ellen,
Hey, Byron.
I know, right? Yeah, that's the one you got to get. Kevin.
I am so confused now, Byron.
Right.
That's the one you need to talk to. Ellen says they are pretty and unexpected when you give on any old day, and that's
right. Just because
that's what really makes it special.
Yeah. It's not necessary to wait till Valentine's. Man, look, if that I don't care about, and I've been talked about for this too. I don't really care about these holidays. Okay, if
I
you
don't celebrate Valentine's Day.
If you can't show a person that you love them any day of the year outside of a Hallmark holiday, a day where everybody else is doing it. See, you got to feel special with me. I want you to feel like you're the most special, the most precious woman in the world, simply because of the fact that that's what you are to me. So Valentine's Day is February 14th. Okay, I might get you something, but January the 14th, January the 3rd, you got some roses coming. January the 31st, you got roses coming, okay? Candy, okay? February the 29th, okay?
They gotta wait 4 years.
You got flowers coming. I'm just saying, you know what? You're supposed to show somebody that you love them every day. You're supposed to give them something every day, even if it's a word, if it's a text. Show them every day that you care about them. Don't wait till a holiday comes. You know what I'm saying? Don't wait. You know, that's just me. I'm sorry. Ella says special. Natalie says I'm not a big fan of flowers. They're pretty, but okay, Natalie. Okay. Ella says they are pretty and unexpected when you give them on any old family. But that's cool. I love, man. Look, thank you guys for chiming in. Okay, we're having a great time.
Yes.
Let's see here. Jeff says I can't come on. Too busy tonight. I'll try.
Really, Greg?
Isn't that in the private chat?
Let me remember the story I told you about the roses I sent my ex-wife. I filled them up with 100 sterling silver roses. Never do that again.
What'd you say? Never do that again.
Never do that again.
Do it, man. Do it. It's what you felt you needed to do, so you do it. Okay.
Because you know something. At that time, I thought it was the right thing, but she stood me up. She had to work. She wouldn't leave work. So I had wine. I had champagne. I had the remote control all to myself in the Hilton in New York.
Wow.
Tina says love should be shown daily. I agree. Thank you, Tina. Leave your number in my inbox. Byron says some folks only get flowers when they're about to be worn.
Worm.
Oh yeah. Oh. Give those flowers while they can smell them.
Yeah, man. So if you're in a relationship and the relationship that you're in now does not work out, what's going on, Angie? You didn't miss nothing. We're just talking about relationships.
Yeah, Angie.
Angie and me getting ready to go away.
Okay.
Let me stop. With the relationship you are in now, I got to get y'all off of this. Greg is that sweet guy. Okay, look, no.
Well, you're so sensitive tonight. You're so sensitive.
It comes once a year.
Yeah.
Ain't that much. Okay.
Hey,
Whew.
Maurice said, "Do you have a motive, Kevin?" That's why it wasn't no motive. It wasn't a motive, Maurice. I mean, look.
He said
guys,
Kevin.
Yeah.
I know what he said, but look, I'm just gonna say this. No, I ain't gonna say it. Go ahead, Kevin.
No, I do things for people just because, not looking for anyone to reciprocate or whatever. It's just because.
Is that why you were at a hotel?
I thought I was doing extremely something because, she's a tax attorney. And I thought I would be able to get her to slip away for the day. And I wanted to do something that no one has ever done for her. And, when I found out about the sterling silver roses, I said, I'm going to fill up her office with roses. And I bought 100 sterling silver roses and left her a note, gave her the hotel room and everything, and to be there. And she had to work.
She had to work. I mean, it is what it is.
I didn't hold it against her, but it was one of those things that, and actually, because it was payphone, I actually called her from the payphone standing in the rain. It couldn't have been more romantic.
Oh my goodness.
Oh,
a West Side Story.
Yep. And
put that in the book too.
I ended up in there all by myself with champagne, grapes, champagne. And I sat there, and the only thing I can think of, this was the first night that I didn't have to watch some TV show she wanted. I had the remote to myself.
Did you get drunk?
I drank it slowly. It was.
You sipped it, huh?
Yeah, those grapes.
That's what
champagne. Yep.
That was a nice gesture.
Yeah. I still got a little romance left in me.
Glad it was you and not me. Because I'm brother to the night. Trying to be let me stop. So the next,
that's my favorite movie.
Look at all of this. Oh, Kevin. I say, oh.
As long as Byron.
I like that, Kevin. Go ahead.
Kevin said, Byron says, Kevin, that was quite romantic for you to get into the lawyer's legal briefs.
You know what? That was a good one, Byron.
Listen, Byron, I was on the same page because I was like, we just found out what his motive was. He was trying to get a tax break.
See?
No, actually, I was focusing on more of the mergers and acquisitions because that's what she specialized in.
Angie says romance is a good thing. You know what? I thought of another place, man. Go downtown, Chicago, and go over there where the bridges are at, where the water, you can stand over that, and all of the buildings are there and this and that, and you stand.
That's over by Saks Fifth Avenue.
Yes, and you stand over there, man. You just take it all in, man. That's a beautiful thing, especially if you're with somebody.
It is real nice.
Tina says it still showed the characteristics of a good man. There you go. See, now all the shine is taken off of me.
Murray's cracking up.
I am good with that. Let's go. You're in a relationship, and the one that you're in now didn't work out. What part of the relationship would you remember and miss the most? And they put the addendum on here. You can't answer sex. So I'm out of it.
That addendum was for you.
I know what it would be for me. That kiss that I get every morning and every evening. Yes.
Okay. You would miss that, huh?
I would definitely miss
very
that.
romantic. Angie says, love it. I bet you do love it, Chicago, don't you, Angie? What about you, Marcel? What would you miss?
I'm not in a relationship, but I'm trying to think back.
If I said if.
I know. I'm trying to think.
Call Moses.
What?
He said, call Moses.
She said she had to think back. I didn't know how far she was going to go.
Guess what, Kevin?
Guess what,
Kevin? I'm coming back at you.
Woo.
You ain't got to look like that.
I'm just really trying to think back. I don't miss anything.
Dang, do you really? You might have to talk to Moses.
It's not thinking back that far. It's just I don't remember anything that I truly missed from them. I've moved on, and I don't.
You're gonna have to talk to Shadrach, Meshach, and that big guy.
Well, in my current situation, I would miss that the cooking because she's a gourmet chef. I mean, she
Ah.
kills it in the kitchen.
I would miss the support. I told you I'm heavy on support. Okay, support doesn't mean you give me money. It's that support is like, hey, this is what you can do. I know you can do it. I'm your biggest fan. Go ahead. I would miss all of the pushing. You know, when I'm dead tired. Okay, you need you need this, you need that. How's your mom? You know, I would miss all of that. I miss it all. Okay. Tina says, it's okay. I'm not either. Wow. Damn.
Wait a minute, how you spell that?
That's Maurice. Byron said, I might miss getting the money.
You know what?
Oh my God! I told you
the
to
money.
I'm gonna keep saying this. Leave them on the pole, Byron. Leave them on the pole.
I come out without the smell of smoke. Maurice says. Ella says, "Oh, Kevin, you get woo." Yes,
okay, that's Kevin's night. Look,
you might get lucky tonight, Kevin.
We're switching it back to Greggy. I'm taking notes.
Not at all. I hate romance. Okay. I hate it.
No, Greg, you're good tonight.
For Kevin tonight.
You're good,
Come
Greg.
on, Jen. We got to figure out a name for Kevin tonight.
No, tonight is the night we.
Oh, he has a name, K Mac.
K Mac. Got the
the Mac. Okay.
The Mac.
We're gonna change the way people think about relationships tonight. Okay, with these questions and the way that we are. I'm telling you, man. Look, everybody, and this is just coming from me.
Mm-hmm.
Love who you with, okay, and make that person feel like they are the most important person in the world at all times. Look, I'm guilty. I haven't done that. I haven't done that because I've been so self-absorbed. Me, it's always about the next thing that I can conquer as far as business goes. So that's my biggest thing. And yes, I need help in that aspect. I need help to push away. All right, because I lose good people because of that. There's a person right now that's stuck, man. I mean, stuck by me regardless of what, man. And I don't call like I should, like I'm supposed to. You know, I don't do the things that I say I love you, but actions speak louder than words. You know, I love you is not a pacifier. I love you. Okay, that should hold you for 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Okay, it's not.
Hey, Greg.
Okay.
See, it's going to take someone to be a female version of you that's going to make you hungry. Someone's going to be just as busy. Someone's not going to be as available. Someone's going to be just as intent because the characteristics that drive you is going to be the characteristics that's going to tempt you. And then all of a sudden, you're going to wake up one day and says, I don't want to be busy today. She goes, I ain't got time. And all of a sudden, you're going to get hungry. And all of a sudden, she's going to feed you a little bit. And she's going to let the line out a little bit. And Greg's going to be out there. And all of a sudden, you can start to become a little distracted from what you're doing. And she's not going to be available. And then at the end of the day, she got you.
Kevin, you've been through
that.
In.
I have been through
that. Kimberly Thomas, what's going on? She's doing some big things out there in Chicago and actually all over the country right now. So, what's up? I'm gonna lead this up there, Kevin.
No, don't do that.
Maurice says, without a doubt. Angie says, facts. Tina says, that's what's lacking in many relationships. I'm going to always have time. Absolutely, Tina. Leave your number in the inbox. What?
Gina, get him.
You're getting too Greggy.
What are Greggy? Y'all stop with that.
That's a winner. That's a winner.
What moment made you realize that the relationship you are in was worth keeping?
Ooh.
And
or the relationship you had when you had
before. And this, I'm gonna tell you, thing for me is that, and it goes back to the other question. The support is not there anymore. Okay, you know, being there when I need you, being there when I don't need you, it's not there anymore. Okay, so that to me makes me know that relationship that I had is worth keeping. Can I get it back? Don't know. You never know. You know, I don't waste time worrying about the past, but sometimes you got to think about what you've done in the past in order to move ahead. Wait a minute. Before y'all answer this, Greg needs a woman. I was going to do something else, man. Greg needs a woman who is oversexed, who can put him in the lifestyle that he would like to become accustomed to. I can do that myself.
You
No,
can't.
Greg, you should try that and see how it feels for a while.
I can do that myself.
No. Let go of that. Try that and see how it feels for a while. Just wear the shoes for a while.
Not the pants.
But that's
I don't wear pants anyway. Y'all, and I can show you that.
No, please
That's
don't.
okay. That's okay.
No, don't do that to me.
Y'all ever wonder, because you ever wonder what Johnny Carson and all the rest of them used to do, man? They behind a desk. Okay, so you only see up here.
But they had an audience.
Right, and they had to come out on stage.
Right.
They could have came out before.
That's really weird.
No, I've never thought of that. Have you, Gina? Have you ever thought of that? What
never.
about you, Kevin?
You know
Have you ever
something?
thought
That
about
has never crossed my mind.
Okay.
That has never crossed my mind.
I just have never thought of that.
Only 7:45 now. I got plenty of time.
Look.
What?
I never thought of that.
Oh my!
You already started with me, so what? I can't say who they were.
I'm with you, Ella. Wow.
We have never thought of that one.
No, I'm just saying. They say when you're on stage and you're nervous and this and that, you pick. Somebody told me this when I get the first time I had to do speaking, was to picture your audience naked, basically. Okay,
and look above everybody's head.
No, picture your audience naked.
Look right above everybody's head.
No, picture your audience bucky.
Okay,
now, if that's you might get excited.
Only girls. I only picture all the women in the audience. And then I get mad because I see the one with the beady ball on the brow strap. I just focus right up in there. I'll be like, no, I'm done.
Oh my goodness.
I conclude.
Well, your girl's gonna have a one of those little spy glasses checking all her bra straps.
I'll have to get them up.
In her bra drawer.
Get the little lint, whatever knife, whatever you call it thing, just rub it all on there before I get to the crib.
She's gonna be trying to get romantic, and Greg is be coming next to her, and he's gonna be like,
"What the fuck?"
He can step off of her.
I'm mad. Why is that? That's a brand new bra. Why I got a beady ball on it?
See, if you were doing it right, she wouldn't even have one on.
No.
She washed it with the towel. Look, she washed it with the towels.
So yeah, she washed them with the old jeans. Some of my stuff. What's the hardest thing for you to understand regarding relationships and the opposite sex?
Say that question again.
I knew you was going to ask me that. What's the hardest thing for you to understand regarding relationships and the opposite sex? For me, men, I'm just giving y'all some advice. Shut up. You're not going to win. All right. Let that woman have her way. All right. To a certain point. I don't like to argue, but I find myself sometimes getting into one. All right. An answer when mouth turns away rage is what the Bible says. All right. I don't like to argue, and I don't think a woman should ever have to be put in a position to seriously defend herself against love. She shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to do that. So for me, man, I'm a man. Just shut up. She has something she has to say. We got to listen. We got to listen.
Oh, I like that. That is such good advice.
And how come I don't see no alls and no wows and all?
Hey,
they're coming.
I agree with you,
they're
brother.
coming.
I agree with you 100%. We spend way too much time defending our position and not listening to the position that we're currently in and understanding what she's saying to us is valid.
Yeah. But we want to be that alpha male, and we want to be right. Our parents, God rest my father's soul, you always want to be right.
Not necessarily be right. Men are fixers. We just want to put it together and move on. We're fixers. And sometimes when a woman's communicating with you, she doesn't want an answer. She doesn't want it fixed. She just wants to be heard.
Right. Yes. And I don't know. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for me is, why don't you guys understand and know this? Why don't you understand that when it's time to just listen to, if I just want to vent and not try to fix it for me, I just want to get it off my chest.
Yeah. That's like White Men Can't Jump. I was watching that yesterday, and Woody Harrelson and Rosie Perez were waking up, and Rosie said she was thirsty. So Woody went to get her and got her some water. And she says, "You're not supposed to fix it for me, okay? You're supposed to say, I too have experienced dry mouthedness." You know, I would call her a crazy Chiquita banana too, okay? But still, you're absolutely right, Kevin. We don't have to fix everything, okay? Let's just listen. Maybe she just wanted to tell us this is how she felt, and she wanted the affirmation that we understood, that we felt her pain as well. And I think we men try to go overboard sometimes. I know I do. And I promise the next relationship I'm in, man, I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna be like, yes. I'm not gonna be no punk. I hate, but I'm gonna be like, yes. Greggy, oh no, that's not ever gonna happen. Absolutely, Kevin. Yes, you know. Oh wow, Mr. Greg. Byron says indoor plumbing is more complicated than outdoor plumbing, and that's true with buildings too.
Get out of here, Byron.
Yeah, you know what I don't understand, what challenges me in relationships, and I've had this repeatedly, is that I don't like to fight. So it's like I don't like calling names or whatever, and everyone gets pissed off because when they're yelling, they always say I'm psychoanalyzing them. I'm going, I'm just listening. That's all I'm doing. I'm just listening, and they want to yell and whatever, and I'm going, what good is it going to do of me trying to change a behavior that I have no control over?
Right.
And then they say, well, you're psychoanalyzing me. I said, no. I said, there's no win here. Why argue? Okay, you win. Oh, there you go again. I'm going, I don't get it. Why does that upset people?
We don't get it. I mean, and I'm with that sometimes, but you know, I guess in business I'm different. In business I'm completely different, you know. But in a relationship, I really don't like to argue, because once I get into that situation, there's no coming back for me. All right. And I know me, and I'm going to say the wrong things. So I try to husa and just let it go. But a lot of times I don't. I'm guilty. And I would never, ever say I'm a perfect boyfriend or perfect husband or anything like that. All right. We all got flaws. I probably got more flaws than anybody. Okay. But I want to work on me when it comes to those situations. I want to be a better person for the person that I choose, or the person that chooses me. It's give and take, and both people have to be willing to give, and both people have to be willing to take. Sometimes it's 50-50, sometimes it's 60-40, sometimes it's 70-30, but we got to compromise on those averages. Okay, we got to compromise on those averages, and at the end of the day, man, relationships are hard.
They're complicated. Relationships are complicated on both ends.
Yes.
It takes work for
It
relationships.
does. It's not the TV stuff.
It's not.
You definitely have to. It's not the Hallmark stuff.
Yeah, you can't solve it in 30 minutes. You can't solve it in 30 minutes, and at the end of the 30 minutes, everything is cool. You know, everybody hugs each other, and we wait till it ain't that. I interrupted you, Marcy. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just agreeing, you know, with you guys, because I was looking at the question again. Okay. One of my things that I think about sometime, because I talk to a lot of people, and I have people talking to me about their relationships, it's when and this goes either way, male or female, when they've met someone and they truly like that person and care for that person, and they're like, you know what, this is the one, or this could be the one, and then they do something stupid. And because, you know, they're focused on this person, I really know this the one, da 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 da. But then somebody goes over here and they're like, oops. And then their attention turns from that one. And then they're all upset when they lose the one who they were saying in the beginning could be the one, because they have all the attributes of what they're looking for, and they have the support and everything that they want. But because of one stupid or a few stupid mistakes of trying to go over here, have your cake and eat it too. And so that's just something I don't understand, because when they come to me, you know, all upset, and I'm like, so why, you know, what was it about the person that you said is the one that was missing that made you have to go over there to the other one, or try to go over there to the other one, and then you lose the one that you should have been with.
Absolutely.
So that for me is
Tina James says, I don't like arguing. It may make the other party upset because I might bust out and laugh. Yeah. Not going to blow my light out. Sorry. Yeah, Tina, I agree totally. Put your number in the inbox. Angie says that part. Put your number in the inbox. Everybody, put your number in my inbox. Anyway.
You trying to play it.
That way I can play it. Nobody. Look, this is we inspire, we educate, we entertain. It's just entertainment. Nobody take it the wrong way. I'm playing. All right. Anyway, Marcy, what time is it, man?
It's 7:55, and it's time for another question.
Whoa.
Hey, it is 7:55, and I think this is the perfect moment. Let's put some life coaching in it.
No, we're gonna ask another question.
That's what I thought.
I need y'all to follow the protocol.
I know, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, we just went off script.
Totally.
That's what happened with live TV.
Hey,
Woo.
Marcy. It's 7:56.
Can we put some life coaching in it? Let's hold up. Wait a minute. Let's put some life coaching in it.
Oh boy, you change it every week. Okay, here we go. This is the redirect group refocus. This is Jeff Rutherford. Okay, let's listen in.
Hey, what's up? Life Coach Jeff coming to you with another thought. 1 minute thought. So, here we go. A lot of us have issues controlling our own emotions. So, I just want to paint a picture of what that looks like real quick. Controlling your own emotions means not doing irrational things based off how you feel. Now, when I say this, people, there's a difference in how we do it. So, think about this for a minute. If you go off and you act a fool, snap on somebody for no reason, was there a different way you could have conducted yourself? Could you have talked? Could you have waited till your emotions kind of cooled down and then think logically about the situation and then carry on moving forward? Just remember, you don't always have to take the bad route out. Simmer down, chill out, let some stuff manifest within you, good thoughts, and then go about your next action. 1 minute thought, redirect, regroup, refocus. Peace out.
Right there.
The life coach, Jeff Rutherford, redirect, regroup, refocus, and that was player Baby Come Back in the background. All right, dude has some loud music. Jeff, turn the music down, bro. When you're talking, doing. All I heard was player in the background. Baby Come Back, but it's all good. Little Lady Justice says, self-control is an everlasting task, responsibility. She's guilty. Best coach ever, Jeff Rutherford. Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes.
Right.
Agreed,
Yes,
Lady Justice.
Yes.
Agreed.
Marcella says, Greg, you're digging a big hole. Behave before you get in trouble.
Marcy, don't put any. Just put it in the front chat. You might as well not put it in the private chat.
I wasn't supposed to read that.
Good evening.
Hey, Lisa.
Felisa, what's up?
Good evening.
To see you and hear you and look at your comments and your letters and all of that stuff. A G and a D. Go ahead, girl. Y'all don't get it. Okay. Anyway,
No.
let's get to the next question. Where we at here? J Real. Okay, Jeff. I forgot. Yeah, Jeff Rutherford. Has the way that your family love affected positive or negative the way that you are in your relationship?
Yes, definitely yes.
Both.
I can never remember. I only remember growing up one time I saw my mom and dad argue, and I cried because they were arguing. I never seen my parents argue. And so in my relationship, I don't like arguments.
Mm-mm.
I don't like them. So yes, it did affect the way I am in my relationship.
My mine too. My grandmother was outspoken, but my grandfather, you know, when they say if looks could kill, he didn't say a lot of things, but if he looked at you a certain way, it was worse than anything he could ever say. And my grandmother, it was like when she was going off, my grandfather would give a look up at her, and my grandma would back off.
Oh.
And I'm going, that man has a lot of power. I said, I got to get me some of that.
For me, with my grandparents, watching, they had been both sets, paternal and maternal grandparents, had been married for years, and just watching how they fed off of each other and the support, and kind of like what Kevin was saying, you know, it was like how most relationships, the women are the nurturers and they're the movers and the shakers, and the men, but when the men stand up, you know, in their manhood, you know, you knew who was in charge of the relationship. And then also with my parents, they were divorced, separated when I was 6 months, and divorced. But then I had my dad remarried, and I had a stepmom. But watching the relationship between my dad, my mom, and my stepmother, and how I want to say it was cohesive, it was cordial, and it was loving, because my mom was his past, and my stepmom was the present and the future, and how I didn't have to hear, like you hear about a lot of families when there's a broken um, family, you got to hear a lot of negativity. Oh, your dumb daddy, or your stupid daddy, or he ain't this and stuff. What you know, you hear other people talk about. That's something I never had to hear. So when I split with my son's dad, that was something that I made it my point, regardless of how when we first split, it was like we might have cursed each other out every time we had a chance. But that was something that my son would never see, and I never, regardless of how I felt about him at that time, when we weren't getting along, I never said anything negative to my son about his dad. He only knew the positive things about his dad. And that's something from seeing, from growing up, that
I,
I
I,
had.
I want to share. I want to share a story about my grandfather, and this is more visual. Hopefully, you guys can see it. My twin sister, I think this was her third, fourth, fifth marriage or whatever. We told him the night before, don't do it. He can get out and whatever. But in the two days afterwards, my sister shows up with a suitcase at my grandparents' house and knocking on the door. She hadn't been married for 48 hours. She walks in. She tells my grandfather what's going on. My grandfather puts his arm around her, opens up the door with the suitcase. He puts the little suitcase on the porch. He walks her out to the porch. He walks back in, turns around, shuts the door, locks it. Left her standing on the porch with her little suitcase. And I'm going, damn, that man's cool. He's ice cold, but he's cool. Send her back home to work out her problems. Never said a word.
I'm gonna tell you, man. My father was, you know, the parents, like for instance, my mom and dad came from Mississippi. Dad was the kind of guy who, you know, women don't supposed to work, don't have to work. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure she's good. Okay. Did they argue? Yes, they argued. Okay. But you know what? At the end of the day, to see that through those arguments, that love that they had for each other was always evident. You know, it was something else. Okay, to see, which I guess manifested itself into each one of, you know, 6 boys. We all love. Some of us do it differently. Some of us are head over heels in love. Some of us are cautiously in love. Some of us are dangerously in love. Okay, but I'm just saying, you know, it does affect you. It does. You try to emulate the good parts of a relationship that you see, and try to just filter out the bad parts. Little Lady Justice says sometimes when something is on your mind, it has to be mentioned. Guess it comes from how you say it. Angie says, agreed. I wish the younger generation did that, Marcella. Shaking my head. Bree says, these relationship roundtable talks get me every single time. Got a lot to say. My family was all kinds of crazy, sexy, cool. That's why I just don't say much. I just watched this one. Tina says, my parents are instrumental in our values regarding relationships and commitment. The Southern Party. Yeah. You know what? And maybe that's what I was trying to say too. If you notice, a lot of these older people, they stay married. They go through all that. Okay. My mom and dad, before my dad died, they were still together, of course. It would have been 61 years, all right, of being married. 61 years. My oldest brother married his high school sweetheart. All right, 40-some years in now. Okay, we had a couple that graduated with me, Steve and Karen. Been married since they got out of high school. I mean, you know,
dated all through high school.
Dated all before high school.
Oh, that is so cute.
What, voted best couple our senior year?
Oh,
it works. It works. Trust me, it works. Tina says, the Southern part of me uplifts our men, and we are very submissive. Thank you, Tina. Put your number in the inbox. Hey man, she's saying all the right things. I don't care what y'all say. Tina, where you live at? This better not be. Never mind, Tina. I think I know who you are.
Ooh.
No, I'm joking. But that's what she says. I mean, they don't do that now. Angie said it. You know, she wish the younger generation did that.
Yeah, and something you just said about the people from down south, Southern. My grandfather's New Orleans and my grandmother's Mississippi, and then on my dad's side, they were from Mississippi. And it's a lot of times you see a lot of difference from the older generation, the ones from down south. You know, they stick there, they make it work. You know, they do the work. And for us, if there were any issues, the younger generation, we didn't know about it.
Well, that's the way it was with my family. My grandmother told me when I got my divorce, it was 5 years before I admitted to my family that I had been divorced. I let them believe it was happily ever after, and it slipped out one day because they were like, "Why does your wife ever come home?" And it slipped out. And when they asked me why, I said, you know, I know that certain members of my family were looking forward to me failing, and my family told me, said, "Look, you know, if it doesn't work out, we got your back. We're family. We're not judging you." But my grandmother, the first thing she said when she found out I got divorced, she goes, "I told you should have married a Southern girl."
See that? But Lanita says when her mom would see a woman too flirty with her dad, she would gracefully walk over, rub his arm, all while looking at the woman. Her dad would kiss her.
I like that.
Yes.
This is
bad. You ain't got nothing to worry about, okay? That's cute. I like that.
That is. And you know what? No drama, because she knew that was her heart, and she was his heart.
Yep.
Nothing to worry about.
That's a movie. And you know, I'm getting that movie ideas.
Baby, remember who you got right here. You know, and keep on stepping. Yep. You're like, yeah, I know.
And that's why going back to some of those other questions, okay, that's why you make this person feel like they're the most special person in the world every day. And when you start something, don't stop. Okay, you know, it's not that they want you to spend all your money on them and this and that. Okay, but if you're doing something that's nice, keep it up. You know,
that's what Marcella was saying. I agree with her. Relationships you take work. And sometimes there's good days, but you've got to celebrate and embrace the days that are good.
Exactly.
And it's those little things. It's those little things that you do that makes a big impact on the little small things. It's not like you said, Greg, always spending the money, a lot of money. Money is nice. Shopping is nice. But it's the little, you know, subtle things that the man and the woman both do for each other, just to let them know, hey, like you said, Greg, waking up, just hey baby, sending a text, just want to let you know I'm doing well, I'm here to go to work, you know, something like that, or I'm here to go to sleep, just want to, you know, say hey and good night to you. Little things like that. The flowers showing up just out the blue, or showing up, you know, hey, I just want to go out to lunch with you, you know, just little things like that.
And
Absolutely.
I think with a few of the questions that were asked earlier in the show, I noticed that it was the little things that we all talked about that really got us feeling that person.
Yeah, made the biggest impact.
Angie says her parents and grandparents had arguments, but believed in marriage till the end. And this is a very true statement. Consistency is the key.
Yes.
And
Again,
that's the everything in life.
I've been guilty of being very inconsistent. You know, and I personally use the excuse of, you know, being so busy with business, traveling, doing this and that. All right, but that's just what it is. It's an excuse.
It is.
I rest
It's
my
been
case. It came out.
it's been a convenient excuse that really, you know, it's tired. I'm not gonna lie. It's a tired excuse.
What did I say, Gina, earlier? I told you someone's going to find Greg, and he's going to stop feeding his distractions, and he's going to focus in on what's really important. Go on, Greg.
Yeah.
Tell him you want to be in love. He wants to be in love.
I don't need the 3 million. I need 4 million now. Tina says the stuff days are not so stuff if it's shared between two.
See, the whole thing with having stuff and having money is not what you have. It's the experiences that you share with what you have.
Yeah. She also, you're right. Strength in numbers. Strength is in numbers. Love is a four-legged word. Angie says that is my biggest pet peeve: consistency. Absolutely, Angie. I agree with you totally. I agree with you totally. Man, hey, look, the audience came in tonight, y'all.
Yeah.
She says it's rough. The rough days are not so rough. Then why'd you put the S on there and the T, girl? we sitting up here trying to figure this shit out.
Listen, can you translate that for me?
Hold on, let's do it again. The stuff days are not so stuff.
I like it better with stuff.
And then Kevin went on and said, "Hey, you know, it's the stuff that he tried to make it look good for you."
I liked it when
he translated it. It's good both ways. It's both ways. Well,
I mean, let's cut it out. Okay, Kevin made it right for you, all right? Because look, I'm still sitting up and scratching my head until you put the rough part up there. The days, I'm leaving it up there for a minute, just for that purpose. Days are not so stuff if it's shared between two, and I'm like, God.
Hey, I just thought I thought that's what she called those bad days.
Okay, so you Tina, I want you to. She said, blame it on the contacts. No, we're blaming it on your fingers. All right. She says that was the rough connection. Hard days. Tina, we ain't even listening to you no more. Byron says,
can't be rude.
Love is too complicated. Lust is much easier to manage. Absolutely.
You know what?
Let's get back to us, Byron. You know what I'm saying? Let's just get back to us. We didn't did all this foo stuff. We got the pink curtains on the wall and all this old stuff now, man. Let's get back to that.
He said the pink curtain.
Okay. Tina says, told you I would make you laugh. I'm laughing, Tina. I'm laughing my ass off. Leave your number in my inbox, all right?
Look, her and Byron. Oh, my goodness.
Whew, boy. Okay, let's get to this. What we got? We got time for this one. What is the rawest moment in your relationship that you can share with us today? And how did the two of you handle it? Bella Bonita.
Hey, Bella.
Hey, baby.
He said the rawest.
The rawest. What is the rawest moment in your relationship that you can share with us today? And how did the two of you handle it? Probably the moment that made you guys want to tear your either wait a minute, either the and yet you all put in here a misunderstanding that may have caused a big rift, a death of a loved one, infidelity, dishonesty, finances, bucky naked sex. Go ahead.
I will tell you the rawest moment of my life was having I had a contractor rip me off for 1.2. I had lost the house that we were building and the property, and I was trying to recover and save it. And I had to admit to my children and my better half that I had failed at something. I was broken. And when my youngest son basically told me, he says, Dad, you've accomplished more in your life than some people do in a lifetime. And he says, we love you for who you are, not what you have. You can always build another house. And it snapped me right out of it. I have been ripped off for every nickel I had trying to build a home for my family.
That's terrible. That's terrible. Byron says bad gas.
Yeah, it's super high now, Byron.
I'm gonna tell you, man.
He talking about that. He talking about that. What I was thinking.
A couple of raw moments with me. The hardest thing, one of the hardest things for me to do, you know, and Kevin, all of you guys probably can relate to this. You know, we grow up and we say we want to be successful, and we get to that level. We got a gang of money now, okay? But you know, we didn't have it before. But we got a gang of money now, and we're doing our thing. I got into gambling, okay? Went to the casino and I was gambling a lot, okay? Because I'm saying I can spend 10,000 here and make 20,000 next week. I'm good, okay? But I went and I was getting ready to take this young lady to I ain't gonna lie, to the room, all right? And I went down to get the comp for the room because I was a big spender out there, but I didn't know I was a big spender. So I saw the computer at the time. They had a computer, you can see it. It said $27,897.47. I'm telling you, I remember this. $24,897, and I forgot to change. Anyway,
down to the penny.
And I looked, and I'm like, excuse me. And the girl was like, "Oh, we gonna go upstairs. We gonna have a good time and all this other stuff." I'm like, hold on. That number right there under my name, what is that? And they were so polite. Oh, yeah, well, this month you won, you lost, and it came up to 27,000. I'm like, what the? Are you serious? I said, I'm done. I am done. Gamblers Anonymous, okay. And the girl was like, well, come on, let's go, okay. It's gonna be all right. I'll make you feel better. I'm like, get the fuck off of me. The hardest part for me was to tell my family. And I wasn't with my son's mom at the time, but you know, I still, you know, that's my son's mom. Was to tell, because I'm they calling me sometime. I'm on the tables. I'm not answering the calls. I had a problem, okay, but I didn't know I had a problem. But once I saw that amount, the hardest thing for me to do was to tell my family that I had a gambling problem. This is why I'm not around all the time. I'm up at the casino 8 o'clock in the morning. I ain't getting off till 6 a.m. the next day, okay? Because I'm up there gambling, spending this money, winning money, spending money. I'm walking out of there with some money in my pocket, but I'm not even cognizant of what I left on the table. You know what I'm saying? So that to me was a thing where it was a coming of life for me, because I told my son's mom, and she really, really, really had a problem, okay? She said, okay, I understand that, but, all right, your child is right here, and he calling you, and you're not answering the phone and this and that, because I would come after I get done. Wasn't cool, all right? But, you know, the affirmation about all of that, after I got out of that, you know, I understood. It was a awakening for me. And my son still, and y'all know how much I love my son still was there, like, Dad, I understand. At his young age, you know, I understand. I never, ever, ever, ever want to ever get put in that position again, okay? My son, if he called me right now, show over. For me,
You've done it, picked up, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was a harshest moment for me. Even though I wasn't in a relationship, I had to tell her and him, you know.
But you know what? You were actually in a relationship. It didn't have to be a romantic relationship,
right.
because
Right.
yeah, that is the mother of your child, and that's your child. So that is still a relationship, and you still had to own up to.
Had to own up to it.
Have you stopped gambling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If I go, I'll go with some people, because before I didn't take nobody. Okay. But if I go, and if I do go, while it stays in the car, take couple of hundred with me. That's it. I lose. If I win, I'm out. Okay. And I can win. If I win $20, I'm good. You know, it's not about how much I can win or how much I left on the table now. it's entertainment. Sometimes you spend $200 a night when you're going out to entertain, when you're going out to have a good time. All right. So I'm entertaining myself, spend that. I don't have the want to do it anymore. It doesn't excite me anymore. Teresa said she worked at the casino for years and seen it happen to too many people.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, Kevin, I go, but it's not, the bells and whistles don't do anything for me anymore. There's been times where I've gone in there with $20 and with some people. And that's the key. I'll go with, like, my son has gone with me, because he knows that it's easy with any addiction. You can always fall back. Okay. So my son goes with me. And there's been times where he'll win. He say, like, Dad, let's go. I'm like, well, no, I ain't won nothing yet. He said, Dad, let's go. And when he says it the second time to go. Yeah. His mother has gone up there with me, and that's when I'm ready to go quickly. All right. Real quick. All right.
Had to change. That's it.
I'm telling you, man, because as soon as I put the money in, it'd be like, bye, Greg. Okay, because she's bad luck when it comes up there. Like, she'll come and stand by me, and I'll be like, get away.
Good. You need to take her all the time.
The machine just goes by itself.
All right, Gina, you're up. What's your moment?
My moment is when my significant other went to wanted to buy a home that his ex used to own. Yeah. And it was, at the time, you know what, I didn't understand, because all I'm seeing is the one side. That's your ex's home. Why would I want to live there? But then, after the anger and the heat cooled down, I saw the home. It was a nice home, and I can understand why he would want to buy it. But so we got past that. It was a huge issue that we had, hurdle that we had to get over, but we were able to get over it.
Okay.
All right, Marcella.
So my rawest moment was I was in a relationship, and we had been together, I want to say maybe 5 to 6 months. And my son was murdered. And that would be, this was devastating. And he was right there every second, from when a family member called and told him what was going on and how we were rushing to the hospital. He was right there when the doctor came out and told me my son was gone. And then just for, doing arrangements and, just trying to put one foot in front of the other to just live and continue on. And we lasted about 4 years. But just, that was one of the rawest moments. And to just have, not having been in that relationship for too long of a time, but to have that support and that backbone with me going through that time.
These have all been great. We've had some great conversations tonight. Okay, I think we've put a lot of ourselves out there again, but in our quest to educate, inspire, and entertain, I think nobody does it better than we do. All right, so I stand by that. Anybody want to try? Y'all get y'all 4 more people and y'all do y'all show, and we'll watch. All right, but it ain't gonna be Dope Living TV Live. Marcy, we got to get out of here. Let's start.
Okay, for relationships, I just want to tell everyone, be willing to put the work into your relationship. Be honest. Be open to love. If you're not really open to love and wanting to be in an honest and true relationship, don't put others in that predicament of your foolishness because you just want to play, or just be upfront and be honest. I'm not really looking for a relationship. I'm just looking to have fun. So that way it's their choice of whether they just want to have fun or be there and nurture possibly a true relationship.
Absolutely, Kevin.
I'm going to share with everyone. Relationships, like anything, like work and everything else, it takes work. Mm-hmm. It takes you coming every day, being as genuine, as authentic, and be true to yourself. Things do happen. Silence the noise in the background, and whatever decision you make is a decision you can live with. Don't listen to the audience. about what they would do if they were in your shoes and whatever. Because at the end of the day, the only happiness that matters is yours. And if you can live with it, then you live with your own truth.
That's good. That's good. Gina.
Take relationships and especially marriage seriously.
Yes.
It goes further than I do. You know, all of that glam and glitter is fine and great that one day, but life goes on after that day.
Mm-hmm.
Don't run at every hurdle or every disagreement. If you run, and you're going to keep running, you're going to keep
Mm-hmm.
running all of your life, and you're never going to find a relationship that you are comfortable in.
Absolutely. I'm not going to be long-winded, as I always am. Just love everybody. Okay, we do these relationship roundtables so that we can get people to talk about relationships, so we can get people to understand that things happen in relationships, and there's all kind of different types of relationships. But be who you are, and know who you are, and know who you're with, and each other. Just, make it a partnership, not a dictatorship. All right. Tomorrow we're going to do
spoken word.
Spoken word. Now, I got to say this right now, and I hope some of the artists are listening. We try here at WTV Live to just be as transparent as possible. We want to let people say what they want, be who they are. We love Spoken Word Wednesdays because it's a different art form, and we're going to take it to a different level here on this show. What we can't condone is I'll say darkness and people taking the platform for granted. All right, just because it's a platform that we allow people to speak their truths. Again, that's why we put this this disclaimer out at the front. The views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates, because quite frankly, some people's views are not our views. And when it gets to a point that those views are losing us, our audience, then we have to step forward and say, hey, enough is enough. We encourage all people who are doing spoken word to come on here, but understand that we want to be transparent. We want to be mindful of everybody who's listening. When you give your spoken word, it's not just for you; it's for everyone else. All right, bring people in. Don't take people away. And I'm saying this, and my teammates here don't have to agree with it. Last week we had some colorful, some controversial poems that were read, or views, I'll say, because a lot of people turned off. We're not going to have that this week. We're not having anybody turned off. If it gets to a point where there's going to be some controversy, then I'm going to cut that person. All right. We appreciate you guys coming on this platform. It's your platform. We want you guys to have fun and to get exposed, and we're going to do our best to push you, okay? But we are not going to agree with something that we do not agree with, and that's the bottom line. So having said that, man, tomorrow is spoken word. We're going to have a great time doing it, okay? LaDonna, you ready? Bring that shit, girl. It says, couldn't comment tonight, crafting with granddaughter, earplugs in. Appreciate you, Brenda. You always got our back. Always got our back. This Dope Living TV Live. Thank you, Jeff, for the life coaching on the fly. We got you again tomorrow. And I guess that's it, guys. We'll see you guys.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good night.